Go on, do your thing. Just talk.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
Mic check. Sound check. Try and say we're gonna batter Tottenham on Sunday. You understand?
Yeah, bring it.
Batter these.
We're
man.
gonna
come on.
Bring it.
Yes, people. Then welcome back to Arsenal TV. I am your host Dini, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We are here for the preview. Arsenal versus Tottenham at the Emirates Stadium. I got my brother Jesse with me. Jesse, what you saying? Have you good?
I'm all good, bro.
Come on, man. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Obviously, North London derby on Sunday. You know what that means.
Big game.
Arsenal versus Tottenham. The biggest derbies in the Premier League history.
Big derby.
And you know what we have to do? We have to turn up.
We have to turn up. And you know, especially coming off an international break as well, you know that teams can sometimes be sluggish. Yeah. And I feel like this is probably the worst game we could have had after the international break.
Yeah, facts, man.
You know what I'm
100%.
We have to turn up. We absolutely have to turn up.
Yeah,
now, what were your thoughts on the last game when we faced Sunderland? Obviously a 2-2 draw. What were your thoughts on it before we get to Tottenham?
You know what? Everyone was so confident thinking the clean sheet was going to continue.
Absolutely.
But obviously one of the teams were going to have to stop us. Sunderland gave us a challenge.
Yes.
So when they were 1-0 up, thanks to Jimmy Bullard, that's it.
Dan
Bullard.
Man said Jimmy Bullard. Man thinks
not Jimmy.
2009.
Sorry, not Jimmy Bullard. Dan Bullard.
Yeah.
Former Arsenal Academy player.
Absolutely.
And scored against us. And the scenes of Sunderland scoring first, it just showed. That's it. Clean sheet done.
That was it. And then, you know, even me myself, I was absolutely annoyed about the game as well. But it shows that obviously, and you know, we had a brief conversation about it, that you can't underestimate anyone in the Premier League.
100%, man.
And even though this is a North London derby, when they come here on Sunday, I don't want to underestimate Tottenham because Tottenham actually have a number of injuries. Their form at home is not great, but their form away from home in the Premier League is actually much better this season.
Yeah, facts.
But should we take that lightly? I don't think so. No, I don't think we will. I do think we'll get a win. Yeah. We'll do predictions at the end and everything else. But another thing I want to ask you, and something else these people are probably thinking about as well, is Gabriel. Gabriel's going to be unavailable. We know he's going to be unavailable. How was you feeling when you heard the news? Even also as well, that he didn't necessarily need to play because he actually warmed up separately from the camp and then he actually started, then he got injured. How do you feel about that?
You know what? Looking back at that game, I'm very, very disappointed. I feel like he should have been on the bench. Yeah. I feel like he should have been played. I know Brazil played Senegal in the Emirates. Yeah. And he didn't have to play because he's been playing in the Emirates so many times. So many times. Is it really necessary for him to play in a friendly? No, man.
It wasn't necessary at all, but that's the way it is now. Hopefully you lot can't hear that. I'm sure this is noise cancellation. Hopefully you couldn't hear that train, people then. But no, it was annoying, but these things happen on international duty. Injuries do happen, but that one could have been avoided. One good thing that did happen on international duty that we found out is not the case is that Calafiori was potentially injured with a hip injury. But since then, it seems that his comeback fine was just precautionary, sending him home early from the Italian camp. So that's someone else.
Which is smart, which is very, very smart.
Very, very smart. But I don't know why the same sentiments. I wish we could say the same thing about Brazil. I'm hoping that Arteta at the same time as well. Yeah. I'm hoping at the same time that Arteta as well said to the Brazil camp, maybe you shouldn't be playing him too much. Yeah. But obviously it wasn't listened to and he's not going to be there. And the reason why Gabriel's another big miss because when Tottenham came here in January
15th.
And it was a midweek game as well. When they came here in January midweek, when we scored our first goal, Gabriel was actually instrumental in that. He heads it back in and it deflects off Solanke into the goal. And that's been reminiscent or been a continuation of how important Gabriel has been to our season.
One fact about last season was Gabriel has been the man in the match for us in the game against Tottenham when we won 1-0. And he won the man of the match at the home game as well.
Yes, he's actually had many man of the matches against Tottenham.
Exactly. He's our key man. He's literally our best defender, I think, by clear mile.
He's been our best defender this season.
Yeah, man.
Clear. So it's going to be a big miss. It's going to be a very, very much a big miss.
Hopefully this injury is not for too long because I feel they said 1 to 2 months, and we know with the fixtures coming in thick and fast throughout December, it's going to be challenging, man.
But obviously Tottenham is the first one up Sunday 4:30 p.m. So another question. Random question, and people answer this question in the comments below. What is your favourite North London derby that you can remember? What's your favourite North London derby that you can remember off the top of your head? I was gonna say what's your earliest memories, but I don't want to go that far back.
You know what? I mean, the one when we won the Premier League title. Obviously, I was a baby at that time, but when Arsenal won the Premier League title at the Lane was my favourite part.
3-point lane.
But another one I would say was, you know that 4-2 win.
Torreira. I was going to say the same thing.
Bro,
I was actually going to say the same thing. Yeah, because I think, we weren't 2-0 down, was it 2-1
No, we were
down?
1-0 up from Aubameyang, and then they scored from a set piece.
Yes.
Then Dyer made it 2-1.
Yes.
Aubameyang scored again.
Yes.
Lacazette scored a crazy third goal.
And then
Torreira
sees.
Bro,
No, I was actually thinking that, 4-2 is probably one of my favorite ones. We could have said the 5-2s or the 5-1s or this, that, and the other.
5-2 and all that,
It was the one. I do agree.
Bro.
All right, so looking ahead towards this game, Tottenham also have a number of injuries concerns. We know that Maddison is not going to be back until like January. Solanke is going to be out. I think Colomawani is going to be out as well.
Basuma's still out.
Basuma is still out as well. So even though we have our injury concerns, Tottenham have their injury concerns.
Both teams literally having injury concerns, which is obviously not good for both teams, obviously.
Not good for both teams, but you still have to turn up and do the job.
Yeah, man.
So how do you think... We will get into the predicted 11, but how do you think we're most likely going to set up in general? How do you think we're going to start the game?
I think we just have to set up how we usually do. Like, obviously, we still got no Gyökeres, which is a huge miss.
Well, he is a doubt.
He's a doubt.
The Hand of Arsenal did report today on the Twitter. No, I think it was either today or yesterday that he is a doubt.
Just a doubt,
Actually, no, I want to throw another question.
No
This preview might be going all over the place, but make sure you're locked in. People, I have a question. Is there a sense of puppet mastery going on? Because do you remember how many times was Harry Kane not fit before a North London derby and then he turns up and he starts?
That's
how
true.
many times did that happen?
Too many times, yeah.
Too many times, especially when they were under Mourinho and Pochettino
literally.
as well. Kane will be injured, he's a doubt, boom, man's about to start.
Literally.
So then my question is, are we seeing the same thing with Arsenal? Is Gyökeres a doubt? Is Havertz a doubt? Is Madueke a doubt? Is Odegaard a doubt? Or are these men about to turn up to the
Well, I found out today that Odegaard could be available, which is something we needed.
And that is, very, very key.
Obviously,
we're missing that press.
Because I feel like with Odegaard, if he actually doesn't need to start, he could be on the bench.
Absolutely.
Because I feel like...
Eze or Wanyeri.
Yeah, it's him now to start. Yeah, literally. So I feel like if Odegaard could actually make the bench for us, that'll be something. I don't want him to start because obviously he's coming back from a knee injury.
And it'll be nice to have the captain back as well.
Yeah, 100%, man. Literally. Like, big miss. Odegaard's missed a couple of games, and obviously I feel for him. This season has not gone the way he expected.
But big up to Norway though, qualified for the World Cup and
man.
So good to see the captain at the World Cup. So you know what? Let's move on. What question am I going to ask? We spoke about this briefly before we actually started recording, but when was the last time Tottenham actually won at the Emirates?
2010.
2010. And who was the last manager to actually get a win at the Emirates? I'll let you know in about 5 seconds. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal TV. You know who it is? Harry Redknapp. Tottenham haven't won here since Harry Redknapp. Some of you lot even watching this video don't even know who Harry Redknapp is.
Tottenham 3. That was the last time.
Last time.
They actually beat us.
At the Emirates, and that's in the league. I feel like they've probably beaten us here in like League Cup and this, that, and the other, blah. But at the Emirates, we're imperious. We also know that at home this season, we're unbeaten at home.
Yep.
Obviously, we still conceded the least amount of goals, especially home and away and everything else.
Yeah.
One thing we cannot do is be sluggish in this game.
Oh,
we have to start fast. We have to start fast. And one thing that I'm learning as a football coach myself now, because when there's a half term, that's basically in the international break when it comes to the girls, right? So when we came back after our first game, we won 4-2, but we started sluggish. We conceded... We went 1-0 down, came back 1-1. Went 2-1 down, and I shouted to my guys, said, we're not doing this today. So the boys, they have to turn up straight away. And it's not going to be easy with the likes of Gyökeres being a doubt is not great. Obviously, we know that Gabriel's out. The onus is now more on the attack than the defense. The defense has been solid all season.
100%.
We know that our attack has been struggling, not even necessarily struggling because we still found goals here and this, that and the other, but we haven't found that fluidity in the attack next. So it's going to be up to them to really step up. Another piece of good news that I want your opinion on as well is Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka is set to sign a new contract very, very soon. How do you feel about that? And I think that's good to be announced before this game is over. How do you feel about Saka?
Happy. I mean, he's our star boy. He's our number 7. He has come to this club and done so much for us. Obviously, he said at the start of the season he wants to win trophies.
Absolutely.
So hopefully this season we can actually deliver. And this boy has been in this club for how many years now?
Helen,
man. So literally, he deserves it, man. He's our star boy for a reason.
Also, he's got an international break as well. He's got a nice goal for England.
Goal.
Oh! Eze scored a banger as well for England as well.
Against Serbia too.
Against Serbia. Big goal. So our boys are still performing on international duty.
100%, man.
Timber gave us a scare as well.
Oh, he did.
Went down. cut on his knee against the Netherlands, but that is precautionary. So I think we're okay on that front, people. I do think we are okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So I think that as long as we turn up and do our jobs, we should get through the game, 100%. In my opinion. Do you have any... Okay, what is our weak point in Arsenal right now? What's our weak point right now?
You know what? The midfield, don't get me wrong, Eze has already come in.
Yes.
People are already thinking he should be dropped.
Yes.
It's not been the easiest of starts for him. Don't get me wrong. I know he scored against Palace and all that, and he hasn't been performing to the standard that we expect him to be.
Absolutely.
But I just think we have our defense, we're good, right? But with Gabriel out now, the question is, do you think between Hincapié or Mosquera, which one of those two could actually do Gabriel's job? That's the only thing.
Well, to answer your question about the midfield, I was also someone that was on Eze, especially before the Palace game. His performances weren't there.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to step up slowly now. He's understanding that the level of Arsenal and Crystal Palace, 2 different levels. So you're not just going to be the star person. You have to do a bit more at Arsenal. And I think he's starting to understand that.
Yeah, fair.
But to answer your next question about who can step in for either Gabriel, I think Hincapié can absolutely deputise.
That's what I was saying. Literally, Hincapié, man.
He's either going to be him or Calafiori.
I saw him in international duty with Ecuador.
I think he kept another clean sheet.
Yeah, he kept a clean sheet, man. He was captain for them.
And he was captain as well. And he was captain. You know what? That's another good thing. We've got leaders across the pitch.
Yeah, man.
We've got leaders across the pitch, and that's what we should be very, very happy about, that this team can be led to a win on Sunday, and I do hope we do. We've actually got 3 wins in a row against Tottenham.
Yeah, we do.
In our last 5 games, I'm pretty sure that we're unbeaten against Tottenham.
Yeah.
So that is good as an Arsenal fan.
It is, man.
And I'm expectant when we come here to the Emirates Stadium that we will win.
Yeah. Sunday's a huge, man.
So
4:30 kickoff, you get me? It's them days.
It's going to be cold.
Everyone's going to be turning up in their red shirts. Everyone's going to be coming up with their team. We just got to show that North London is all will be red, man.
It's time to represent. I mean, we don't even need to say that North London is red, because we already know that.
Yeah,
we already know that. We just let them people.
We just got to focus on us, because obviously now City's got what, Newcastle away on Saturday.
Yes.
So that's going to be an interesting game as well.
Do you know what? I'm actually glad you said that as well. This is actually an even bigger game as well because of this. Because November is notoriously our worst month.
Yes.
City in the next 2 games, well, the next 3 games, Premier League, Champions League, Premier League, they play before us.
Yeah.
So they face Newcastle on Saturday. If they win, they're 1 point behind us.
Yeah, literally.
That's pressure. That puts more pressure for us to win this game as well. And then the week after that, they face Leeds away or at home.
Yeah.
And then we've got Chelsea after that.
Yeah.
So this is a big game.
100%,
But we have to win on Sunday.
We have to.
Like, we have to win.
It's a must-win. It's a derby.
Must-win game.
It's a derby.
Must-win game.
What more can you ask for, man? It's a derby.
Absolutely. And you don't want to go home stressed after this game as well. Plus, as well, people, we're both going to be at the AFTV watch-along on Sunday. We're going to be getting content from there as well. So make sure you're locked into Arsenal TV. And also, if I haven't said it already, make sure you go and subscribe to Jesse's channel as well. I'm going to leave the link in the description as well. My brother Jesse, is there anything else you want to say on this preview right now?
You know what?
Yeah?
What I'm saying is that Sunday, you know what we have to do?
Gotta work.
We gotta work. We gotta keep this form going. We've been unbeaten in the Premier League since...
We are still unbeaten.
Since Liverpool's game. So we have not lost since that Liverpool's game in August.
How many games unbeaten is that?
Is that 11, 12?
Well, 11 or 12, might be 14 in all competitions.
Yeah, all competitions.
But we are unbeaten. So we want to stay unbeaten.
Exactly.
So let's keep the unbeaten run going. And hopefully we get a win at the Emirates Stadium.
Yeah,
people, if you've liked this preview, make sure you go subscribe to my boy Jesse. Make sure you subscribe to Arsenal TV. Make sure you smash a like on the video and leave your comments in the comment section down below of what you think of this preview. Love and guidance, people. Peace.